America. I'm in North Carolina. And my daughter just came down for breakfast. Say hello to everybody.
Hello.
So I asked her what I should tell.
Hi.
I had two options, and she said, everyone's doing folklore from their own place. Do one from our tradition. So I'm going to do a couple of Brer stories. Now, Brer is a shortened form of the word brother, and all of these stories come out of the African-American storytelling tradition, and they're about one thing, which is the second you stop thinking, you're gonna be in trouble. And all of the stories are about being smart enough to outthink the people around you. And Brer Rabbit is the spirit of the African-American people when they were enslaved. And all of the other characters, the big strong characters, are the enslavers. And so they're always presented as they're thinking they're very smart and thinking they're very sly, but in fact, they're not. So I'm going to do a combo of the Tar Baby and the Briar Patch. And the story goes like this. Oh, before I start, I know that I cannot hear you, but this is a participatory story. Mm-hmm. So as I go through it, I want to see hand gestures. Okay, here we go. Now, Brer Rabbit was always making Brer Bear and Brer Fox upset because he was always getting out of their little traps. Now, he was a friendly sort of critter, and he'd go down the way, and every time he saw somebody, he'd say, "How do to you?" Now, when I say "how do to you," y'all supposed to say "how do back." Now, I know I can't hear you, but y'all better wave or something, because in the South, if you don't say "how do back," that's just rude. So, Brer Rabbit was going on down the road saying "how do" to everybody. Now, "how do to you?" Well, "how do to you?" Yes, indeed. And everybody was doing their right Southern thing and saying "how do" back. Now, Brer Bear and Brer Fox, they was watching that critter bouncing on down the road, speaking to everybody, and they got themselves just upset. And Brer Fox turned to Brer Bear and said, "I think I know how to get that critter." And Brer Bear said, "How we gonna do it?" And Brer Fox says, "I think we need to make ourselves tar baby." Now, a tar baby is a baby made out of tar, just like it says. And they got themselves some big old thick sticky tar. They made 3 big old round lumps, and then Brer Fox snatched the hat right off of Brer Bear's head, put it right on the tar baby. Then he reached up while Brer Bear was still trying to figure out what was going on and snatched 2 buttons right off his coat and made eyes for the tar baby. And then when Brer Bear was reeling, he reached out and snatched a big old clump of hair right off his butt, put it right on the tar baby's forehead, and made himself nice as a tar baby. And then he took Brer Bear's coat and wrapped it around the tar baby. And then he grabbed Brer Bear's arm, and they hid themselves behind the tree. And Brer Rabbit was still just a bouncing on down the road saying "how do" to everybody. Say, "How do to you?" Well, "how do to you?"
How do to you?
And then he passed the tar baby, and he said, "Well, how do to you?" And the tar baby didn't say nothing. And Brer Rabbit stopped. He backed himself up a little bit. He said, "Excuse me, I just said "how do" to y'all. You supposed to say "how do" back. Now, don't y'all say "how do" because I'm talking to the tar baby. "How do to you?" Tar baby didn't say nothing. Well, Rabbit said, "Excuse me. When someone says "how do" to you, you supposed to say "how do" back. That's the rule. We're going to try this again. "How do to you?" Tar baby didn't say nothing. Too stuck up, don't you know? Brer Rabbit was so mad, he forgot the first rule. First rule is, when you have a problem, best you think your way out of it as opposed to trying to fight your way out of it. Because if you try to fight your way out of it, your trouble will get bigger. He said, "Now I'm going to say "how do" to you again. And if you don't say "how do" back, I'm going to pop you in the nose. How do to you?" Tar baby didn't say nothing. Brer Rabbit was so fierce. He popped his hand in that tar and stuck himself right up to his elbow. He said, "Give my arm back. You give my arm back, I'm going to pop you again." Both his arms stuck right up to the elbows in the tar. "You give my arm back, I'm going to kick you." He kicked his foot up there. His whole foot got stuck right up into the tar. He kicked it again. Pretty soon he was wrestling around with that tar baby until he was so stuck, only thing he could move was his eyeball. Now, Brer Bear and Brer Fox was laughing so hard. They came out of the trees. They picked that rabbit up. They cleaned all that tar off of him. And Brer Fox said, ha ha, now we got you. Now we got you. And Brer Rabbit was just sitting there trying to think hard as he could. And Brer Rabbit, he didn't know what to do. And Brer Fox says, we gonna make you into some rabbit stew. And Brer Rabbit looked right at that fox and says, ooh, rabbit stew sound like it's gonna be fun, cause I'm a mite cold right now. I'd like some hot water, but whatever you do, don't throw me in that briar patch. Now, Brer Fox wanted to scare Brer Rabbit. He said, we're not gonna just throw you in the hot water. We're gonna skin you alive. He said, well, skinning me alive is all right, I suppose. Sometimes it's cold getting powerful hot. And right now I'm thinking about it, I'm not cold, I'm powerful hot. No, you can skin me if you like, but please don't throw me in the briar patch. Well, Brer Fox was looking at that rabbit. He really wanted to scare me. He said, nah. We not gonna skin you. We gonna hang you by your neck till you dead. And Brer Rabbit opened his eyes wide and said, well, that's all right, because my feet hurt. I don't mind being suspended above the sky, above the ground, but I gotta tell you, please don't throw me in the briar patch. And now Brer Fox was not getting anywhere. He really wanted to scare Brer Rabbit, but he couldn't do it. Seemed like the only thing scaring him was that briar patch. So he looked off on in there and he saw that briar patch was full of great big old thorns. He thought, if I throw that rabbit in there, it's gonna cut him to bits. He said, ha, I'm gonna throw you in the briar patch. And Brer Rabbit said, no. And Brer Fox reared his arm back and threw him, and that rabbit cartwheeled through there going, ah! Right in the briar patch. And Brer Fox rubbed his hands together and put his ears out because he was listening. He didn't hear nothing. So he looked down off in there, and Brer Rabbit was just as fine as you could please. In fact, he was dancing around down off in there. And Brer Fox says, hey, how come you ain't dead? And Brer Rabbit just laughed. He said, I was born in this briar patch, and it is exactly where I wanted to be. And that is the story of Brer Rabbit, the tar baby, and the briar patch.